Okay, good morning again, and here is the second video that goes with our rotations. So if you are working on rotations number 2 homework, let me give you a little assistance and show you how to do each side. So on the front side, I chose number 3 as an example to do. So let's go ahead and do that now. So number 3 in this whole side, what you're looking to do is use the rules that we wrote in our notes. And so here's our rules again. 90 degrees clockwise is the same as 270 counterclockwise. 180 degrees either way, it doesn't matter. And then 90 degrees counterclockwise, same as 270 clockwise. Here are your rules. If you don't have them, pause the video and write them down. Okay, so number 3. It says do a rotation 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. Remember, counterclockwise means we are going against the clock. So the clock is moving around in this direction. We want to go the other direction. So 90 degrees also, let's not forget, that means one quadrant. So before we even start, this triangle here is going to go counterclockwise. So it's going to go this direction, and it's going to go one quadrant. So we know it's going to land somewhere over here, but we have to be accurate. Okay, so the first thing you do is you list the ordered pairs of each individual point. So B is at the point -4, 1 right now. X is at the point -3, -2. And N is at the point -5, -4. Okay, so let's do our rotation. So 90 degrees counterclockwise is this rule down here. It's the third rule. It means we're going to switch X and Y, and then we're going to make Y opposite. So let's do that. So for B prime, I'm going to switch X and Y. So I'm going to put Y, the 1 first, and the -4 second. Then it says I also need to make that Y value opposite. So +1 now is going to become -1. So there's my B prime. Let's do the same for X prime now. So switch X and Y, that's what it says. So -2 comes first, -3 then comes second. Now make your Y value, which is now the first one, opposite. So that's now +2. And then finally, let's do N prime. Switch X and Y, so -4 comes first, -5 comes second, and then our Y value will become opposite, so that makes that a +4. Okay, so now you put them on the graph. So -1, -4 for B prime. So -1, -4 is right here. And you're thinking, okay, that did not quite make it one quadrant. We said it was going to be in this one. Well, look at B. B is in quadrant 2, and so it really did make it only one quadrant. So here's B prime. We're correct so far. +2, -3. Right 2, down 3. That's going to be for our X prime. Okay, that jumped a quadrant. Great. And then N prime is +4, -5. Here's N prime. Now if you reconnect it, it should look like the original, only that we shifted everything one quadrant counterclockwise, and we did. It looks great. And I should have used a ruler, which you should do. Sorry about that, but I did not have one directly handy. Okay, that's the front side. So use these rules to complete the rest of the front side. The back side now, let's turn around. So number 7 I did in the previous video in the notes, so you can look at that as number 7. It's in our notes. Let's try doing another one that's a little challenging. Let's look at number 9. Okay, so in this case we're going to write the rule. So already we can see that it's turned, okay? So we know that our first word in the rule is rotation. Now we got to figure out the degrees of the rotation. And sometimes there's only 1 and sometimes there's 2. So let's pick a point that kind of stands out. To me, I see point T right here. So point T has to make it to T prime. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing my shortest route. My shortest route would be to travel this direction. Okay, so if I go that direction, it only jumps one quadrant. So one quadrant is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so this is going to be a rotation, I know, of 90 degrees. And then I got to decide, is that going with the clock or against the clock if I go that way? That's going against the clock, so this would be counterclockwise. Now, what if it decided to go the other way? And it doesn't tell you straight out, so you have to give another answer for this one. So if I went this way to get around, that would jump 1, 2, 3 quadrants. So 3 quadrants equals 270 degrees. So my other answer would be a rotation of 270 degrees, but this time it's going with the clock, and so that would be clockwise. So 2 answers for all of these actually. Even if it's 180, you have to say 180 degrees clockwise and 180 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, hopefully this is helpful in getting you started with the homework today. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible.